You guys bank on dating a younger female today because you don't want an older woman. You'll be looking for a needle in the haystack. And it does exist. It's just going to be difficult. For the simple fact that Gen Z has major issues, bro. Major. There's always a needle in the haystack. Other than that, this new day and age, bro, you're dealing with women who's dealing with like 100 different men. Pretty much what you're dealing with. So if you guys are looking for younger, you can think again, because these women ain't even gonna be half sane until about 30 plus. And even then, most won't be. It is atrocious. A man's only hope today in this dating market, in the dating world, is to get lucky. You have to bank on getting extremely lucky. Not only do you have to get lucky, you also have to keep what you have that is good if you even do get lucky, which is going to take a lot. Because a woman that is worthy is going to want a good man. So you have to be a good man. Do you guys understand how tough it is out here for these dating situations? Like, I don't blame majority of men for staying single. I've been single myself, not anymore, but I was throughout most of my 20s. From 21 to 29, I was single, and now I'm not at 29. So 8-9 years, to be honest, man. And even the girl when I was 21, we weren't even official. We were getting things going and it ended. So do you even call that? So it's insane. You basically have to get lucky. You have to be patient. You have to work hard as a man, because there's no other choice. These new day and age people, bro, the Gen Zs, it's, for the most part, it's atrocious. They're all robots. They're all bots. They are consumers. They are not, it's okay to consume good material, but most of them is not consuming good material. They're consuming some shit that's brainwashing them further and further and further and further and further. There's all these unrealistic expectations. And it's just, it's a nightmare. It is an absolute nightmare. It's a clown show. Ridiculous. So it's almost like you get lucky or you stay single. That's it. There's no in between. Because if you want to go in between, you're going to wake up with an L, boy. You're going to wake up with an L, a loss. You're going to invest a lot of time, possibly money, resources, stuff of that nature. And it's not going to end good. Wasted time. You take a back step and things are not where you want them to be. because you got yourself in a terrible dating situation? How many L's can you really take before enough is enough? I have taken about 3 or 4 back to back to back to back to back. I think that was 5 back to backs what I said, but it was about there. It was about that many. And at 21, I was like, bro, this is some clown world type shit. Clown world. Y'all's clowns. So I told myself the only thing I care about now is my own life, my own success, because how can I sit there caring about people who don't even exist? They're soulless. They're irresponsible. They're immature. They're not all there. So, what else can I do besides focus on myself and care for myself because I need it the most? If there's other people out there, bro, who can't even give me that, when I can give that to them, then it's over. It's a wrap. If you don't have loving people in your life, you have to pour into your own self. It's called self-love. It's what you have to do for so many years. And you should only let up for someone who is worthy of being by your side, because the stuff of today, man, it's just ridiculous. It's utterly disgraceful. So I hit my, I'm not going to say breaking points, but I didn't feel bad about the situations that happened in the past. After they all happened, I just viewed everybody as a joke. Like, this is ridiculous. Y'all's jokes. So I'm going to go on a life now and put all the focus into me. And I'm going to become everything I ever wanted. And hopefully everything along the way lines up. If not, so be it. Because I'm going to line up to the stars and back, to the moon and back. I got my aim launched up to the sky, and I'm going to hit it. And everything that shall be mine shall be mine. We do everything, bro, to make life what we want it to be, and there's a lot of imbeciles out there that can take it away from us, so why? Why give them that type of power? Why give them that leverage over us? We shouldn't. You really can't trust people nowadays, bro. It's sad, but it's the world. It's the world. I know a lot of people, man, that's been in relationships and they've done a lot in their relationship. And now it's over. That's the sad reality of it. You do so damn much and then it's over. It makes you sick. It makes you never want to do that dumb shit again. You feel stupid. You feel used. You feel abused. You feel like everything was for nothing. That is how men out here are feeling, Brad. I do plenty calls daily with many men and some women as well. Everyone has their own situations that they're going to navigate through, and it's tough out here. It's tough out here for everybody. The last thing we want is to get screwed, but it can happen to anybody. And in order to have success in dating, in order to have a family one day and a solid family dynamic, man and woman involved, kids, well, a lot of sacrifices are going to have to be had. Lots. And it's going to take both. It's going to take everybody involved. But a lot of people today don't want to do that. That's the issue. Everyone wants things handed to them, stuff given to them, treat me good, treat me good, treat me good. But nobody's learning how to treat others good. It's all about what they can gain. It's all about what people can gain. That's all it is. It's not about working together anymore. It's just about, I want this person because I can gain all these things. I'll tell you my dating strategy. It's basically to have a human being that I'm going to be attracted to. You have to. That is not going to mess around. Be a sketchy person. So, loyalty. Basically, I have to be attracted to you. Loyalty has to be involved. And I just want growth in the relationship. And that's the standard. So, the person you're with has to learn how to take care of themselves, because you can't be out here doing that. You can give tips, hints. You can give advice. You can show them things. You can't do the work for them. You can't get up and run the miles for them. And I'm not saying I actually just run miles every day, all day. That's a lot, but you just get the point. You can't learn for them. You can't grow for them. You can't get fit for them. You can't eat for them when they have to eat. You can't drink for them when they have to drink. You can't do that. You can teach. You can't do it. So it's important to have people who's going to put in the extra work to force themselves to do things they don't want to do, to be better. So that's the thing. But this Gen Z, bro, major issue, major problem. It's being talked about. It's being talked about out there. And I decided to give my 2 cents on it. It's atrocious. Even my generation, being a millennial, like, some of it was good, some of it terrible. There was some of the women of my generation know better than Gen Z. So I don't fully believe in the millennials, Gen Zs, and all this. It's not that black and white. There's good everywhere. It's becoming more rare. There's probably a lot more worse in the Gen Z era than the millennial. But, there's always the needle in the haystack when it's just a special kind of person and they know what to do. They know how to carry themselves. And that's what's important. Growth takes time. And we all have to be on top of that. We cannot get complacent. There's work that must be done. We have to be awake. Because if we are not being ourselves, bro, what are we doing? We don't feel good. We don't feel our best. What are we doing? No one's going to come around and do that for you. Like, if you're bagging on your relationship partner or a friend to make you feel good, entertain me, do this for me, make me feel loved, make yourself feel loved. If you could just make yourself feel loved, imagine the bonus when other people can come in and just add on to the love that's already there. We have to love ourselves first before any other goofy shit. It's typically the people depending on somebody else to give them so much love, so much this, so much that. It doesn't end well. Because you can't give it to somebody else. They're giving it to you because they have it within themselves. You can't do the same. You're just a taker. You're just taking all of someone's love, attention, kindness, finances. You're just taking, and it's never enough because you are not enough for your self. That is the truth. That is the truth of the majority of people today. You have to love yourself first. You have to focus. Is it that hard? Is it really that hard to focus? I don't believe it is. I believe a lot of people today are weak as shit. And they just constantly need something to make them feel better because they don't understand, bro, how to do it. And it just blows my mind how people can get so off track. And they just spiral down these dark paths and weird places. And it's like, man, like, what is your brain doing? Your brain is obviously not braining. What's it doing? What are you telling yourself? What are you doing? Like, it's bad out here, man. And that's why we're talking about the Gen Zs right now. Because, bro, they are terrible for this. Like, it's bad. It's really bad. It's scary how bad it is because they are all brain rotted out of their minds. It is brain rot in plain sight. They have all grown up with electronics in their face. They didn't play. They didn't play around in the mud. They didn't go swimming across channels from one side to the other. They didn't go biking with groups of friends and have all this fun and do rebellious things and be young, be wild, be spontaneous, be adventurous. They developed into brain rot, into lies, into propaganda. That is what they've done. They didn't live life. They've just been brainwashed like a robot since pretty much birth. And it takes a very special person to understand this and to not let that happen to you. It takes a special person because most people's like that today. And I'm telling you, bro, I know older people who like never touched a cell phone. And all of a sudden they get a cell phone and all of a sudden they are addicted to Facebook and this and that and that and this, and they're just addicted to all that stuff. And now they got brain rot. I just think it's terrible that young people of Gen Zs grew up with that stuff. It was normalized for them. If you don't have a cell phone at 5 years old, you're a pansy. If you're not into this, then you are left out. If you don't do Snapchat, then you're stupid. Then you're just weird. Everyone just grew up with just pure technology, no human-to-human interactions, none of that. It all got skipped. That's how bad this is, bro. They're all fucking brainwashed. Majority of them, besides the few special people who did not let it happen. And anyone can get out of it. It just takes work. When it comes to somebody like me, and I'll end it with this, I pay close attention to how I feel. And I know having my face stuck in a cell phone for majority of the time, for majority of the day, for so many hours, it does not make me feel good whatsoever. It is shit. Which is why I never do that dumb shit. You check things, you get off, you keep living your life. That's about it. But these people, bro, they live on that stuff. It's like, it makes their whole day. They're just, their faces are engraved in their phones. And it's like, it's that stuff over and over and over and over and over again. And it's like, they're not even living. They're alive, but they're not even living. Nothing's happening. And that's why things are so bad. This is why things are so bad in the Gen Z dating scene. I got some friends that are kind of young in that generation, and bro, they're having a very hard time. And I try to tell them the right things, and it's gonna take a while. It even took me a while, so it's gonna take a while, bro. I believe Gen Zs are gonna be in bad shape up until their 30s, possibly even 40s before they even smarten up, and most of them probably will never do it. So this is what the world's come to. Y'all just stay safe out there, bro. Do not put the focus on women. Focus on yourself. Focus on self-love. Do the things you gotta do. Because you're always gonna have you, bro, at the end of the day. And with that being said, God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top.